sort of lip,
Yes.
but this does appear to have some sort of lip. I say let's get the fan attached and see if that helps. Normally, what I would suggest is that we put all the equipment in there first, then inflate around it. But let's just see what happens because I'm not familiar with this one.
Yeah.
So with both of these, at least this one, there is a nice little Velcro situation, which is nice. The other one, you just have to tie it on. But this one at least seems to have a built-in fastenal, which is nice. So let's see what happens. Oh,
So my nose and my head. That's it. Here we have to make at least for both guns we want to hold the entrance at the top of all. I hold it up.
One has vents different, so they're on the inside, and we want to make sure that they're covered up. That one was kind of bunched up, making it not. Oh my God, they don't like this. Oh well, we're different this one soon. So want to make sure they're covered up, not bunched up. But what I would suggest, and what we do with the other dough, you would put the equipment in here first, and then inflate around it, just so that you don't have to now lift this up and it deflates. There's different ways we could just roll it up as is. How it was in the dome, the black side unrolled up, that's legit too. But I like such that we roll it such that we would see the gray inside, because when you unroll it then the black is on top. So that's at least my preference. So literally we can just start from one side. So this shiny black should be on the bottom, so that's fine. But we need to make sure all these zippers are closed before we inflate it, or else it won't inflate. So this projector system will be used for both domes. What it is it's this concave mirror. That's when they did this, I believe. So it's this concave mirror, convex, some type of mirror, entire, that we project. So a projector sits here, there will be a mirror here, projects it onto this mirror, and then it projects it onto that. So we have to set everything up. First we have to do, so I'm going to leave it like this. This has been a little finagly, and Jason said he made it less finagly, but it is still a bit finagled. So we will finagle with it in a little bit. But first, we gotta set up this system. So just a pedestal. Someone take away, extend them out to max. There's a little metal divot that you have to put in. Make sure it gets all the way at the full extension. When it's at the full extension, hand it back to me and I'll put it in. Pedestals to put this thing on. So I always keep it over to the right of the entrance, just so that we can have the fan over there, extension cord sitting right there, and then we just have this that goes right over. And we do have to be careful because as kids are coming and going, this is not the most stable thing, but it is what it is. So now this one just gets to sit up here. And this giant crate, we have the projector and the laptop. And it has speakers in here. So here's the laptop. There are information sheets about the videos that are pre-loaded. There is the mirror for this, which I'll put on in a moment. All the cables. Here is the mirror for this. Alright, yeah, it goes on here like this. This little knob we unscrew to get it out, and then we can use it to screw back in to get this rod to be stationary. And then this flat mirror slides on here, and it can be adjusted and able to. So with this system, it gets annoying because there are a bunch of degrees of freedom. There's how high it is off the floor. That can be adjusted, but we keep it high. There is how far away it is from here. There is this mirror going up and down. And then there is a knob here that adjusts how this mirror tilts. So, bunch of degrees of freedom. It is a fantastic time trying to figure out what works best. Also, you can move the projector side by side too. So, bunch of degrees of freedom. This is why I always suggest trying to set it up more than an hour early. What I like to do is I like to put this right under so that, thank you, see. So that now, when we get to the laptop, we have a stand for the laptop.
Those speakers are pretty standard. It just plugs into the audio port of the laptop.
Yep. And there's a program on here that will put. Oh yeah, it is. There is a program on here that will display a grid, and then you can use the grid to adjust. The main thing that you want to keep in mind is that it might look a little weird, but you want the image. You can see the light of the projector. In fact, if people want to get up and come over. Of the projector, you want that to be a full box on the flat mirror, and you can adjust it such that if it's too far out, it's a big image. You can see this is now blocking some of that image. If it comes in, you can see that we have a wider image. Now, it's the trick of playing with the degrees of freedom. Again, you might have to move the projector to one side. I remember password, save the V. This is something else we'll have to write down. And then the other biggest degree of freedom is how tilted this thing is. The issue we've had is that there's a knob over here where you should be able to adjust, but it doesn't really hold it. So I've kind of been using tape to hold it down. Jason and I are going to try to see if we can't get it, but once it's in place, then it just holds and you're set and you can ready to go. The horizon is on this dome relatively high. One day when we have a bigger room that's not being done by the projector, I might want to check it out in a bigger dome, because I suspect with a higher dome, it would be better. Also, that other dome was more circular. This is less circular, so kind of gonna stop the demonstration though, because unless they get password, maybe Jason. Nope. So we can probably just stop breaking it down.